Evaluation. 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 So, let's talk about the word evaluation. The part of speech for this word is noun, which means it refers to a person, place, thing, or idea. In common usage, evaluation typically means making a judgment or assessment of something, such as its quality, value, or effectiveness. This can be in many areas like education, business, or even sports, where you might evaluate a student's performance, the success of a project, or a team's chances of winning. One special note about its usage is that evaluation often implies a more formal and objective process, unlike opinion, which can be subjective. For example, if someone says, "I evaluated the restaurant's service and it was great," they mean they made an assessment based on facts. Whereas if they said, "I loved the food at this restaurant," their opinion is just that, personal. Here are 3 example sentences with the word evaluation, along with their respective contexts. When discussing a job candidate's performance, a formal and professional context is required, which is why Dr. Smith mentioned in her speech that she believed the evaluation of John's qualifications for the executive position was well-rounded and comprehensive, taking into account both his technical skills and soft skills. In casual conversation, when asking your friend what they thought about the new movie, Sarah replied that it was a good show, but unfortunately the plot evaluation wasn't as engaging as some other films in the same genre. At the quarterly business meeting, Mark announced that due to significant market changes, we need to conduct an extensive product evaluation and review of our marketing strategies to ensure we stay competitive, which led to lively discussions among department heads about potential adjustments to be made. So you want to know about this thing that helps people figure out what they're doing well and what they need to work on? Well, imagine having a system that looks at how you're progressing in something, like a language, a job skill, or even just a hobby. It gives you feedback on your strengths and weaknesses, so you can see where you shine and where you might need some extra practice or help. This process helps people identify areas they need to focus on to get better at something, which is really useful for learning new things or improving existing skills. Some people call it a check-in or an assessment, but essentially it's just a way of taking a closer look at how you're doing and making plans to do even better. Features. 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 The word features is a noun that refers to notable qualities, characteristics, or attributes of something, often used in the context of products, buildings, landscapes, or people. In common usage, you might hear phrases like, "The new smartphone has many impressive features," or, "The park's unique." Features make it a popular tourist destination. As a language learner, it's essential to note that features can also imply a sense of being noticeable or prominent. So using the word correctly will help you describe something in a way that sounds natural and authentic. Also, be aware that feature, without the s, is often used as a verb, meaning to provide or include something. For example, the new restaurant features a live band every Friday night. Here are 3 practical example sentences using the word features with varying tones and contexts. In formal writing, such as an academic paper or professional article, you might use the sentence, "The new smartphone features a 12-megapixel camera, enhanced battery life, and improved water resistance, making it a top contender in the market." This context requires precision and specificity too. Demonstrate technical expertise. In casual conversation with friends, you might say something like, I just got back from vacation and I'm loving all the new features on my phone. The augmented reality games are so cool. Here, the tone is relaxed and informal, using the word features to highlight exciting or useful aspects of a product. In business communications, such as marketing materials or company reports, you might use the sentence, our upcoming software release will feature cutting-edge AI algorithms, cloud integration, and real-time data analytics. Positioning as for leadership in the industry. This context demands a professional and polished tone to persuade stakeholders and showcase competitive advantage. So you want to know what features means? Think of it like this. When we talk about something that has certain qualities or properties that make it stand out or are important for its purpose, that's basically what features refer to. For example, if you're talking about a car and someone says it has good acceleration, comfortable seats, and advanced infotainment system, those things would be the car's key features. It's similar to concepts like qualities, attributes, or aspects. They all point to what makes something special or notable. When we use the word features in a context, we're usually highlighting specific characteristics that make something useful, desirable, or worth noticing. Final. 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 The word final can be quite helpful to know when learning English. As an adjective, final refers to something that is the last or concluding part of a process, event, or series. In common usage, you might hear final used to describe the last round or stage in a competition, such as a final exam, a final game, or even a final decision. For example, the team has made it to the final match of the tournament. Or, I'm feeling anxious about my final presentation. It's worth noting that final is often used in formal or official contexts, like academic or professional settings. So you might hear it more frequently in those types of situations. So, you know how sometimes we use words like final in different contexts? Well, here are 3 practical examples to illustrate that. In a formal setting, such as a graduation ceremony, someone might say, after 4 years of hard work and dedication, the graduating class is proud to present their final project, a comprehensive analysis of the impact of social media on youth culture. This usage emphasizes the completion of a significant milestone. On the other hand, in a casual conversation with a friend, you might say something like, I just finished watching that movie, and I have to say, it had a pretty final ending, nothing was left unresolved. Here, the focus is on conveying a sense of conclusion or resolution. Finally, in a business or academic context, such as a research report, someone might write, the study found that the final results showed a significant correlation between the variables supporting our initial hypothesis. In this case, the emphasis is on presenting the outcome of an investigation or analysis. So, you want to know what final means? Well, in simple terms, it's something that happens at the very end of a process, like a competition or a project. The main characteristics of final are that it's the last step, the conclusion, or the outcome after all the other steps have been completed. It's also often associated with something being decided or determined once and for all. Think of it like the last page of a test. You've done all your problems. Now this is the one that shows you whether you passed or not. Similar concepts to final include words like last, ultimate, or conclusive. And when we use final in a sentence, It's usually because we want to emphasize that something has been settled or determined. For example, the final score was 10-0. This means the game is over and the score is set once and for all.